Good afternoon, Pastor Trina here, and I want to welcome you to the channel, and I hope you stay in tune. I have a very big series I want to go through with, a series that many people think they know something about, but they really don't. The fact of the matter is we're being overran by many antichrists, and they're right here in the United States. The fact of the matter is we were infiltrated. The fact of the matter is the Bible speaks that there will be many antichrists coming up from the east, and they are here in the United States. It is Islam. There are many misconceptions and many people out there who, by the way, like to talk a good talk, but they really don't know. They really don't go back in history, and they really don't understand it. They really don't get it. This is a danger to American society and the society of Israel as we know it. I spent a lot of time last night studying, and I want to put together a big series. My introduction to this is that we have a lot of people, a lot of politicians who are adhering to the Islamic foundation or the Islamic society. These people that follow the Quran are not good people. I don't care how you put it. They're not. Islam is deceptive, and they are opposers of God. God and Allah are not the same. Get that fact straight first. What God is, Allah is not. And I've been studying this for a couple of years. But it dates back way before. Way before. And you can imagine. I'm quite fascinated at the many people who sit in discussion and talk integrity or intelligently about Islam, yet lack much ignorance. Islam is an occult. It is more than an ideology. Its origin dates back even before Muhammad's death in 632. The third caliph, Uthman, took charge in the creation of this book, eliminating anything in which he himself did not believe. So therefore, the Quran was man-created. God is the only uncreated one. Okay? The Bible came first, and the Quran is a contradictory to the Bible. So God, the creator of heaven and earth, is not the God of the Quran. He is not Allah. God is uncreated. Muhammad and the Quran was created. Created by man. The Bible was inspired by God, the uncreated one. The Bible was written, inspired by God, well over 3,500 years ago. No specific time or locations, but instead a collection of writings. Islam is a delusion when it comes to their faith. It's a lie. It's deception. In fact, the word non-Muslim is used in the translation of Sharia law, but the actual Arabic word used is kafir, which also means concealer, the one who conceals the truth about Islam. Okay? The Quran says the kafir may be deceived, hated, plotted against. mocked, enslaved, tortured, and even worse. Kafir is the most abusive, prejudiced, and hateful word in any language, and no one religion is immune to the word except Islam. Sharia, the concealer of the truth. But the Bible is revealed to us. It reveals itself by Scripture. It's only hidden to those who choose not to look, read, and believe. Kafir in English means faithless. So where did Islam begin? We will be talking about that in my series. So please join in and listen. I haven't really quite come up with a name, but I'm thinking Islam, the Great Deception. I think that sounds great. So again, join me with the study. And we're talking way, 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 way back. Back to even the 2nd century, possibly. Where it all began. Where our president came up and said that the atrocities of the Christian Crusades let me remind you that the Christian Crusades came way after they were murdered, the women enslaved, raped, and their things plundered by Muslims, by Islamic State, which at that time was under the Ottoman Empire. Are you ready to know the truth? Or are you a sympathizer? Because if you are a sympathizer, this is not what you need to be listening to. Then again, maybe you should. Maybe you would understand. But the fact of the matter is, Islam is deadly. And it is the fall of America. I can't remember his name, but back before Barack Obama was elected the first time, a Islamic extremist made the statement that the White House will be infiltrated with Islam. We have a president who not only sympathizes with Islam, but supports Islam. And we have places like Dearborn, Michigan, who allow Sharia law. That is not what America is about. No, it is not. If it is a crime to murder or assault even, then why are we not pressing criminal charges against such atrocities in Dearborn, Michigan? Sharia law does not belong in America. And it will never belong in America, I would say, but the fact is it's here. Islam is deadly, and it's the great deception, a delusional faith, and the Pope calls it a peaceful religion. There are many Catholics today that are stepping away from the Catholic Church because of the Pope. I'm not Catholic, and I do not believe in the Catholicism. I don't. But I do consider each type of religious name or organization, and I'll look into each one. I commend those who have stepped away from their faith because the things that have been part of their faith for centuries is being spoiled. It is being diluted. And it is being changed by the Pope himself. You better watch that Pope. This series, some of it's going to be horrific, but I think if anything, hopefully people will begin to understand. I don't know if anybody watches, I don't get into any kind of news organization. However, I do like to watch Jesse Waters when he goes out into public and asks questions to people. And they have no clue what they're voting for. They have no clue what they're standing for. They can't even answer the question. They just know they're standing for it. America deserves judgment. America deserves the wrath of God because we have stepped away from the Christian Judea beliefs in which our settlers came here to find the freedom to worship as they wished. However, they came here on the Christian Judea beliefs. I will not adhere to Islam. I will not be afraid to mention the word Christ or bacon. I will not be afraid to walk in front of a mosque with my Christian flag and my Bible. The problem is too many of us have sat down at our chairs and done absolutely nothing. But it's time. And when we're done with this series, you're going to see it's past time. Because with the number of Muslims in this country, all it took was just a couple to kill over 3,000 people. Imagine how many we have in this world now, or in this nation now. I have no clue who I'm going to vote for. I see certain qualities to each candidate, but to one thing I will say to Donald Trump, I stand by closing our borders. It's time to take America back and to make America great again, but the only way to make America great again is to adhere to God, the Father, the Creator, the only uncreated one who created heaven and earth. And if there's any atheists out there that want to debate me on this, trust me, we'll go into that kind of series too. But for now, you people better wake up. Islam is bad. Have you ever read the Quran? Have you ever read the contradictories? I have. I have the Quran on my laptop. And I've actually heard a few people try to say, oh, well, you need to read the second version. Oh, well, you need to read the Satanic Bible. If you have an open mind and your faith is strong, then you'll be okay. No. The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham says we are not to open our ears to such because it invites evil in. Are you going to join me on this journey in this series? I hope so. I look forward to sharing with you the truth. And I hope that you want to hear the truth. This is Pastor Trina. I hope you all have a blessed day. And until we meet again, God bless, be safe, and do a little bit of studying, please, please. Love you all.